crab.
I'm going to be frying up crab nuggets. This is the way that Smith Islanders like to eat their soft crabs, just the bodies. That is a crab body. Put them in the mixture, and we do what I like to call shake and fry.
The soft shell crab, the difference, this is with the claws and the fins. This is what we call the crab nugget, pure meat. I guess it's like the filet mignon of beef, so to speak. It's just absolutely succulent. Everybody wants to know about our different recipes, so we pass on our recipes to one another. The Smith Island cake is officially our Maryland state dessert. All the ladies pretty much can make a good cake here. It's kind of like a contest, I think, seeing who can get the most layers. Some women do 9, some do 10, some do 11, some do 12. This chocolate cake, that's predominantly the most popular flavor. Reason being, it keeps better. So when the men go out on the water, and not only did it not spoil, but it gave the waterman energy so that he could catch more seafood.
I think the Smith Island layer cake has definitely given the people of the island a sense of pride.
And it's also put Smith Island on the map, and I've enjoyed doing it, I really have.
Church has always been the center of the community. We have the meal there, and that really helps to bond us together.
Everybody here harvests crabs. Seafood out of the water, into the frying pan, into the plate. That's when it's the best.
We got slaw crab, we got crab balls, we got fish, and a roll and a piece of cake to go with it.
Piece of cake?
It tastes like love.
We're lucky to have this kind of food. And neighbors and friends.
The feasting continues out on the Eastern Shore as 3 churches come together in Salisbury for a meal that's heaven sent. The Mount Hope AME Zion, St. Paul AME Zion, and St. James AME Zion families unite for a down-home supper designed to nourish both body and soul.
What a joy it is to be here. That we can attest this night that God has been good.
You know, when you're in an AME church, Zion, you're gonna have yams, you're gonna have great fried chicken. This is just a part of it.
Part of African-American culture is coming together in churches.
It feels like family, and that's the way we consider ourselves. We consider ourselves to be a church family.
Now, I am a yams person.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't wait for that.
Eastern Shore people, they don't think they have a meal if they don't have candied yams. The ingredients that I had here was the sugar. This is a light brown sugar. Then we use a little bit of cinnamon sugar. This gives it flavor, gives it a caramel taste. Butter. We never use recipes here. We use our own judgment and taste. Pancake syrup. And then we use a little vanilla flavor. Everything we do is always covered with love. You cannot cook without love. Here it is. Everybody I know loves fried chicken, especially on the Eastern Shore. This is our season. Salt, pepper, a little garlic, a little seasoned salt, and a little paprika. This is what brings out the flavor of the Eastern Shore fried chicken. This black iron frying pan is one of the greatest ways of frying chicken. I think because of its weight and its taste, the iron pan has a taste. And that's why we like the iron frying pan.
God's brought me here. I think we've had 2 meals today. We've had the spiritual meal, and now we have fellowshipping and eating.
I have fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, candy yams, and green beans, and a roll. I love it. I love it too.
Well, food always makes people comfortable. You relax when you're eating, right? So when you sit around the table and you laugh and you have fun.
Fried chicken tastes like, it reminds me of the Chesapeake chicken that used to be back in the day.
I remember as a child, my mother standing over the stove frying chicken, and it just makes you feel good.
I got to have the hot sauce on the chicken. Got to have it, got to have it, got to have it, got to have it.
It's just such a tradition for us to come together over a meal.
Good old Eastern Shore, Maryland chicken.
That defines us, yes. That's who we are.
I can tell you that God will take care of you. God will. Oh, yes, He will. Good.
It's the real deal.
Finally, from one of the finest dining rooms of Annapolis comes a genteel banquet made in homage to old Maryland and the cooks who, since 1634, have transformed the fruits of bay, farm, and forest into noble fare for the table.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
So for today's historic